All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to a live stream. Actually, I did not plan to do a live stream today. I just wanted to do a a regular recording of Bitcoin and some altcoins and the forex market. But I figured let's just instead do a live stream. So I wanted to do the whole instead of doing a recording, I wanted to do it all live for you guys. So yeah, welcome to today's live stream. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. And I figured we're gonna start with Bitcoin. And while looking at Bitcoin, I've got the 1 minute scalping charts up. And I actually wanted to show you guys something quickly on the EURUSD chart right here. Where is the EURUSD? Right. Yeah, I can't find it. Right here. It is. I got it up on my upper screen. Let's shift to the upper screen right here. So this is the EURUSD chart right here, and if you guys are joining me from the Bird Nest, you should know a little something about the 1 minute scalping strategy, and I want to show you yet another very beautiful example of that setup right here, where you could have made some money. So right here you have the green 50 and the white 100, and this is the 1 minute chart, and you got the stochastics right here being oversold with the touch of the 50. And basically what you could do here is, obviously buy somewhere in this region right here, but the best case scenario, what I'm looking for is a bearish engulfing on the 1 minute. So you would have entered, somewhere down here with a stop above that level. And honestly, it's not the best setup, the best risk to reward, but you would have gotten at least a 1.5 hour trade in a couple of minutes at least on that setup. So what we're looking at on EURUSD right now is price again coming up and testing the 50 EMA with the stochastics approaching oversold. So that's what I'm going to be covering and kind of try to observe while taking a look at Bitcoin at the same time, right? What's up, Nicola? Nice surprise in the morning. Yeah, so I'm doing a little morning live here. So I'm gonna try to do this live session in the morning around 9, between 9 and 10. 9 and 10 a.m. Is it a.m. or p.m.? I think it's a.m. a.m. is before whatever. I never really get that. It's yeah, whatever. So this is what I'm going to be watching while we take a look at Bitcoin. So we're going to switch over to the main chart.
XBT is the most
powerful. Wrong one. Damn it. What am I doing? I need to get better at that. I need to get better at that. All right. So right here on the problem with trying to watch the low time frames like the 1 minute while also checking out Bitcoin is there's so much going on the 1 minute. It's really hard to focus on different things at the same time. I'm seeing something very interesting on US dollar versus the Canadian dollar right here on the 1 minute. So we got the I'm going to show you this. Obviously it's quite simple what's going on here, right? Got the bounce of the 50 EMA right here with stochastics being at oversold. So that's another one to watch. But this down move is quite big. So we're gonna watch what's the daily trend right here. So the daily trend is down, and something that I try to remember doing. By the way, guys, if you would like to leave a like on the video, that would help me a lot to get some more views in here. I think the video should be public. Yes, it should be public. All right, so On the daily, we did bounce off a pretty nice area right here. The daily trend, however, is to the downside. So the 4 hour to the upside, the 1 hour to the upside, obviously with that that move, the bounce on the. So I mean, it's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad, but not convincing. Right. So where do we have? Let's see. Got the Euro USD for a possible short, right? It's coming up to test the 100 simple right here, with stochastics being at oversold. So what are we waiting for? Well, we're waiting for a let me pull up my trading terminal here or whatever. So we're waiting for a reaction here of the 100 simple exponential, sorry, 100 EMA, which we are getting right now. And let's see if we can get in on a short here with this candle close. So I'm just gonna pull up the Euro USD chart right here. So we got Euro USD. The trend on the daily is, well, obviously to the upside. So this would mean 4 hour, 1 hour, 5 minute down. This would mean this would be trading against the high time frame trend, and really that's what I'm trying not to do. So I think I really need to stick with that idea right here. Yeah, we're probably getting an up move here, so I'm not going to be shorting that, obviously. All right, so let's just ignore the scalping for a bit and let's focus on Bitcoin right here. What moving averages are you using? I'm using the 50 and 100. The 50 EMA and 100. All right, let's look at the BTC chart right here. So BTC USDT on Binance, and yeah, I think I just have to kind of ignore the 1 minute chart for a second, because I'm not going to be able to really really monitor them at the same time. The problem though is that there's so much movement in the forex market right now. It's looking, it's looking very interesting. So honestly, I need to do a quick scan again. Let's see, what do we have here? Where's the right? So we're getting a up move from Bitcoin, but it's ranging right here. I'm not really seeing a proper range developing on the 1 minute. The range on the on Ethereum is a bit cleaner, but not really that interesting. We got the euro versus the Australian dollar for a long. We also have an interesting short opportunity on euro yen, and another. Well, I think those are the charts that at the moment is looking most interesting. So euro yen and the Australian dollar. I'm going to show you guys this one. So it's these charts to the right here. You have the euro yen right here, and you have the euro Australian dollar down to the right. And I'm liking this touch of the 50 right here, with stochastics being at oversold and stochastics being at overbought. And now, which one of these would you want to be trading? Well, you want to be trading the one where the where it aligns with the bigger time frame. So 1 minute is short, daily is long. This is long and ranging. So I guess trading against something that's ranging is not really trading against the trends. So it kind of makes more sense to take that one. But I do really like this as a possible short. Do we have any levels below here which could act as a magnet? Well, we have this level down here, but we already tested that level. We're most likely inside the RLC right here on the 4 hours, so I'm not really liking that much. But let's check the RLC right here, and yeah, we're actually losing the RLC, which could be a good thing if you want to short. Let's see if we can actually find in a confluence on the 1 minute with the 786 fib levels. Let's see, your yen right here, it's bouncing up that one, reclaiming this area right here. Problem here is that I'm quite late into this move, so I feel like I'm a bit late here because it's already, I mean, obviously you want to get in on like this right here, but the stochastics wasn't at oversold. It's not until really let's see, which one was the other one? The other one was euro versus the Australian dollar, and it's kind of creating a nice little swing point right here. And we got a pretty decent SR level right here. So we're just gonna put on alerts right here. One alert right here, and another alert right here. Gonna put one alert. Let's see, we have a pretty nice SR level right here. And it's actually bouncing up that one right here, but it can't really seem to reclaim the 50, and the stochastics are still at below oversold. I wanted to get above oversold, so if we can reclaim this area right here, that would be my signal to enter, because the stochastics is then going from below oversold to above oversold, which seems to be happening right now. So I'm gonna be interested in a long here and a short on euro yen. I think right now the Australian dollar is the one that's looking most interesting, so we're going to check that one out in detail. Let's see, let's pull up the chart right here. We got I'm also in an S&P 500 short, which I'm going to show you guys. We got the euro Australian dollar right here. So I want to be selling this, right? I want to be selling, no, fuck no, I want to be buying, god damn. All right, the stop loss should be at, let's say, how many, what's the spread on this? 1.6, so around the 165 for 165, 5. Right, how much? Like, it's weird because sometimes I can't see how much I'm able to buy on Oanda on the desktop application. For some reason, it's like, I don't know how many units is available for some reason. Weird. Could see it on mobile, but not on the desktop app. So we got the euro Australian dollar. So I hope I'm not missing out on this move, because it's because I have to log in on mobile. Because obviously in scalping you gotta be quick, can't be waiting for. Now the app is loading. Yeah. Oh man. God damn it. Seems for some reason I can't get in on the desktop app or the mobile app. Like, what's going on? Let's try it again. Let's we got euro versus Australian dollar over long. All right, now I can long. There we go. I'm long, bit late, but I figured, you know, what the hell. I want to take 50% off at this high right here. It's looking quite good. The trend on the 1 minute is very much to the upside. Are we seeing a move down? Let's see, where do we want to be modifying this a bit? So where do we want to put the stop loss for this one? Well, let's see how much. Let's, you know, I don't think we shouldn't go lower than this because but because of the spread I gotta actually put it right below that one. So 65 150, 65 150, 65 150. That's good. 65 150. All right, now I want to take some profits up here. So I'm going to put an alert right here. Or instead of taking profits, I might just move my stop to entry. And where did I actually enter this one? So I actually entered right at current prices, which is not the best entry, obviously. Because I basically entered when the stochastics was at oversold, but that's okay though, because price can come down and test the 50 again and hit overbought, sorry. So it's almost at overbought, which is not the best case scenario, obviously. I would want to be buying, like I wanted to be buying here, right? Right here, that would have been much better entry, but I don't know why that stuff happened right there. Right, so that's euro versus the Australian dollar. Now let's look at the euro JPY that we looked at earlier. Not looking as interesting right now, but still, as soon as the stochastics went from overbought to oversold, or I mean from above oversold to below overbought, sorry, up here we could have entered, right? But yeah, let's take a look at the S&P 500 trade that I'm in. So I'm in this short on the S&P, and if you're in the burp nest, I did share a couple of charts on this over the course of yesterday, where I'm kind of like, I'm gonna explain. I was in a short from here, right? Obviously I've exited because I was looking to fill a bigger position up here, and you know that didn't happen. And sometimes, like, it's not always going to work out, right? The ideas that you're watching is not always going to work out, but if you look at the trade setups that look the most obvious, those are going to be the ones where you have the higher win rate and make the more money. So I was just waiting for the obvious reaction of this area, especially the area between the 50% fib and the 618 fib of the RLC right here, the short RLC of this this move that was when I drew it, but it's not accurate anymore because price is now trading lower. But really, what I wanted to show you guys here is the perfect reaction of this last low pre-breakdown, right? We got that right here. This is obviously going to be the best perfect entry, but when like when it's a high momentum move to the downside or the upside, you usually come back up or come back down and retest the the level gets front ran sometimes when the move is strong. And because of the fact that this level got front ran and the move was quite strong, I wanted to get in on this trend that we're seeing right now. And we're kind of seeing a level right here. This level gets tested. This level, I want to enter on a potential bearish retest for a move down to the higher time frame RLC, which is this level right here. So I measured that using, for this move right here. So that low to this high creates the RLC right here, which is confluent with a pretty nice SR level. This, in my opinion, is where you kind of broke the medium to high time frame bearish market structure when you came above. Really, I mean, the first sign of a breaking market structure, this whole price action right here, but really this right here, this breakout was the, that strong breakout that kind of made the big push to the upside. So I do think that this level down here is going to act as a magnet. So I'm just going to stay in this short. I'm going to take profits down here, and I'm going to trail my stop manually down with every new swing high on probably the 15-minute, because the 15-minute has a pretty clean range right here. All right, so let's look at the chat. Do we have anything on the chat? Let's see, where is the chat? All right, I'm going to have to zoom in here because this screen is way too small. XTC banned possible reverse head and shoulder for on daily still. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that one. Well, when we take a look at the altcoins. So if you have any chartering questions, let me know in the chat, and we will take a look together. See if I'm getting any. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin here. So this is a setup I looked at it with one of my private students. So if you're not in the Burbnest, check out theburbnest.com, and as you guys know, we have our private mentoring program where we where I basically guide you through the markets, even if you're a beginner or a seasoned trader. We kind of basically what we do is I try to kind of teach my students everything I know about trading, and I kind of go into detail and depth of my trading systems, and we kind of look at setups together and kind of try to refine not only my trading but also the students' trading. And honestly, it's a good learning experience for me too, to be honest. All right, so this is Bitcoin. Let's adjust the moving averages here, and really price action and the way that the moving averages are looking has really changed quite a bit in the last couple of weeks, or at least the last 1 or 2 weeks. I'm really feeling like the support levels are really catching up with current price action, and usually when I get that feeling, that's when kind of a move to the upside or a breakout to the upside is going to, in my opinion, be more probable than a move to the downside, because the resistance levels, the support levels with the moving average, like here for example, you have the 21 EM on the weekly is now, we had the 21 EM on the weekly back down here before, right? Confluent with the 200 simple on daily. So we had some great confluence down at the you know, the 9.8k area for a move down. Obviously we got that, but I'm talking about where price was up here. So we had some nice confidence right here. Now the weekly 55 EMA is coming up here, and you know, we had the weekly 55 all the way back down here, right? So, and looking at the 200 EMA on a daily and the 200 SMA on a daily, we're now above and inside this range right here, and the 200 EMA is inside the high time frame support. And if you look at the daily right here, we now have the daily 21 EMA and the daily 55 EMA up, you know, up inside this region right here, kind of framing this support area where you have the 10,950 level. I'm just checking the all right, so it seems like my euro versus the Australian dollar long got stopped out, and the euro yen short was actually the setup that we should have taken, because that's moving nicely. But I'm still not done with the euro Australian dollar. We're gonna cover Bitcoin, and when I'm done with that, we're gonna deep dive into the whole scalping idea, unless we get a bullish engulfing here on the Australian dollar. Oh, it's looking quite strong actually. Never mind. Right, so I feel like this level down here at around 10,950 is you know, a quite strong 10 support level. You have the confidence with the 21 EMA in the daily and the 55 EMA in the daily. And if you remove all the drawings here, you look at the weekly, you have this beautiful rounded retest of the high time frame resistance level right here. I mean support level around 10. You know, between 10 and 10.5. And the next high time frame move for Bitcoin should come. It seems logical that the next high time frame move for Bitcoin is to the upside. It just looks very, very bullish on the higher time frames, and that's also why I think that's why I'm more bullish bias on the, like, for example, the daily. Because all we need to do really is to reclaim the properly reclaim the 11.4k area, and we are you know, set for higher prices. I do really think though that a retest of this general area down here, like a rounded retest like this, is, you know, very logical, and would not be surprised at all to see that kind of move. Of course, you know, it's Bitcoin, and we might get that weekend, the weird price action where you get that dump straight down to the 21 EM on the weekly, and this type of move right here, and everybody will become super bearish down here, and that's when we will reclaim the 21 EM on the daily again and continue to the upside, just like happened here, right? I mean, everybody we're looking at this area right here. We had a strong move to the downside. Everybody became super bearish right here, and that's when we reversed, right? So I'm looking for something similar, right? It's a crazy move to the downside and then reclaim again for a move higher, because I really think the path of least resistance for Bitcoin is definitely to the upside. All right. Let's go through the shorting requests. So we got .btc. So I guess we're gonna take a look at .btc and .usdt. Holy shit, guys! Did you see this? So on yesterday's webinar, we looked at this. Man, this is crazy. We looked at this setup on the yesterday's webinar. I gotta post this. That's that's nice. That's you know, the reason why I've shot this on the 1 minute is because, you know, look at the daily. There's no price action. You look at the 4 hour. It's just nothing here. The 1 hour, and also look at that beautiful rounded retest on the 1 hour right here. But on the 1 minute, you get a lot of price action, and there's a lot of price data to go off. And when that's the case, it kind of makes sense to actually trade the 1 minute on. I mean, it sounds very weird, I know, but it's I've had some good results on that actually. So like what I do is when you have a shot like this one where you have not a lot of price data, just go to the 5 minute, the 15 minute or whatever, and just view it exactly the same way you would have viewed it as if this was the 4 hour, and it's gonna work out pretty much the same, right? Price direction, price action, horizontal support and resistances works the same way on pretty much any time frames. It's gonna move faster or slower. All right, so dot. We got dot BTC. Dot BTC. Yeah, I like this area right here. Kind of bouncing up that area too. This could actually provide a decent long opportunity right here. Let's add the moving average here. Actually, I gotta go long on Australian dollar again. So I got stopped out the first time on Australian dollar, but I'm really seeing a possible, you know, quite big move to the upside if we break out here. So I want to take that long. 165. All right. So I'm adding the fibs here to dot BTC. Was it dot BTC or dot USDT you wanted me to look at? The S&P 500 short is looking all right. How to set up RLC. So you can go to Google and just Google Libs42 RLC, and you will find my video on the RLC right here. Should be the first result. Click that one and you will have a thorough, detailed explanation of how I use the RLC and how you could use it in your trading. Just a quick scan of the 1 minute chart before we continue. Actually, I don't have any funds left to enter trades. I've been moving around some funds on my exchanges, so I only have enough funds for the S&P short and the the euro versus a Australian dollar long. But I'm seeing an interesting scalp long on gold. And not silver, but gold definitely quite interesting. Alright, so let's go back to .btc. So again, was it .btc or .usdt you wanted to look at? I'll take a look at both, but you only want to look at one. Yeah, so this is nice. I like this. This could definitely be a good good area to enter. Like how good is this? Like is this good enough for a call? Maybe we should post a call on this. I really like this. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, I kind of like this. With the same type of pattern right here. Came down and you tested that beautifully and created a double bottom right on that one too. So this could actually be a decent entry. So let's see if we can find anything similar on .usdt. So for .usdt you have the levels a bit lower. So you get on .usdt you have the RLC with the double bottom down here. But you also have this pretty nice level right here, which we have bounced off right here. So this could be the level that we're viewing on .btc. this is just such a clean bounce off the 618. I really do think this is a pretty decent trade setup right here. My second long opportunity on Euro AUD is looking decent. By the way, guys, you remember I was looking for a short up here. That would obviously have been a great trade, but shit happens. You can't catch all the winners, and instead I can catch the loser. But the Australian, this long is looking better now. The previous long got stopped out right here, where I entered, I think I entered up here, right? Stopped out here. This one I've entered down here with a stop below here. So this one is looking better, and now I'm thinking this level needs to hold, and I would like to take out this high right here. Let's go back to .UBTC. S&P 500 trade is running on the next bounce, and the next bounce and the next swing high. I'm gonna move my stop to entry. Before I make a decision on .BTC, I want to take a look at BTC dominance. Yeah, it's actually looking quite strong. Once we got gold and silver making some nasty moves on low time frames, and the Australian dollar versus yen is dumping pretty heavily, which makes me think that the euro versus the Australian dollar is now going to see a pretty nice move to the upside, which we are seeing right now. We're hitting that high right here, which I said I wanted to see I want to see this level get reclaimed, and I mean we have the W formation right here. So we got this W formation right here, which makes me think that we might see a move back down to this region right here. So I'm not going to be moving my stops up just yet, but we are in some nice profits right now on the long on Euro AUD. So obviously you don't want to give all the profits back to the market. So I'm going to see where is my actual entry on this one. Right, so right, let's see. I would rather get stopped out at entry than to lose a second time on this one. But that's just a wrong mentality, because it doesn't matter if you're losing 1, 2, 3, or 10 times on the same trade. It's just it's all about following the rules. It's all about having a average R which is higher than which is positive, right? So it doesn't really matter if I'm gonna lose out on this one twice, but I am in profit right now, so it would make sense to secure the profits in some way. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to because I should be at around 65.13. 65.13. Yeah, so I should be. Yeah, you know what? I like this level for a stop loss. It's below this one right here, right? And it's below the 50 EMA. So I'm actually going to put my stop at entry to secure the position, and I'd rather secure the position than to miss out or to actually lose on it, right? So stop loss is going to be moved to entry, which is where is the actual entry number? Like I'm not used to Oanda. Like I'm mostly trading on Prime XPT, right? So I'm not really used to this. I want the 6520 6523.8. All right. Well, goddamn, nice. Thank you, scalping gods. You finally heard my prayers, right? All right. So what now? What now? The nice thing about scalping is the profits on this quick little trade is now bigger than the profits on the S&P 500 short, which is just this one, right? So yeah, making money like this is, if you can do it right, you're making so much more money. Right, so I'm gonna sell. The FX trade, the Oanda's FX trade on desktop is a very bad tool to use. Like the mobile app is just way better. So it's just easier to trade on using the mobile app than the actual desktop app, which it should not be that way. All right, so I'm now taking 50% profits and the stop is at entry. So this is now a free position in profit. That's how I like it. All right, so now with that, we are going to take a look again on the BTC dominance. What are we seeing on the BTC dominance? That's nice. So I'm up about 5% portfolio in the last hour. So that's very good, and we need to secure those gains, right? So we need to look at the S&P 500, what's happening here, right? The 5 minute, we're obviously, like, we entered nicely on a reaction up here. I got the stop loss right here, but it's tempting to move my stop loss to entry. Like, it's tempting to move it at least above this area right here, and it's all about securing your gains, securing your profit, like quickly, like risk management, trade management. It's all about quickly managing your positions and managing your trades to secure your capital, right? You don't want to give anything back to the market. That's what I'm trying to say. I like this level as a stop loss, especially looking at the hourly. It's above this wick right here, but this is a very nice and bearish engulfing right here. Thinking we can actually limit the losses on this one and move our stop to, let's see, where would we want to have the stop? All right, so I'm gonna move Base the stop loss here on the 5 minute and move it. So I'm looking at this level right here as my kind of like invalidation level, right? So I want to give it some room and have it above, but still limit the loss by about 50% and put it at 34792. So 34792. Nice. Right, so we got the Australian dollar. Bouncing up that high, exactly like we want to. Still have our stop loss down at entry. If we get a with this scalping strategy, it's all about using the 55 and the 100 as my entries, right? But when it comes to trade management and exits, I'm going to be focusing more on price structure and market structure, really. Like for now, I do think that a successful reclaim, a successful bounce right here, and then a reclaim of this level, well, that's gonna make me want to move my stop up into this region right here. So let's see how this develops. All right, back to the BTC dominance. Yes. You beautiful, beautiful thing. Man, look at the Euro Yen short that we wanted to take. What if we could have entered this one? God damn it. I don't know why it's harder to miss out on trades than to actually lose a trade. I mean, for me, like I feel like an idiot if I'm watching the trade live. I'm like, I should probably sell here, but I'm not gonna sell here. And then I would have made a lot of money if I sold her. Like why? Like why is... Right. BTC dominance is looking strong but neutral. So we got dot BTC. Should we buy this? Well, we need to be careful. If Bitcoin is correlated with the S&P 500, Bitcoin is most likely going to break down here because of this, right? Let's see, where did I have the stop on the S&P? Got it. 34792. So yeah, this is dumping. We're gonna be selling 50% of the S&P 500 trade right here. So we're gonna sell 50 right now. And we are going to move our stop to entry. That position is now secured too. Let's see. I actually posted this S&P 500 trade on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, definitely check out my Twitter, where I share some setups from time to time. Obviously, most of my activity and most of my like I'm doing like this live, for example. I'm doing lives like this one on a daily basis for the Birdnest community. Not me personally on a daily basis, but I do most of the live webinars in the Birdnest, and we are doing them on a daily basis. And like most of my content is going to be reserved for the Birdnest members, right? All right, so how's the scalp looking? It's looking good. So what we talked about, what I wanted to see, is actually happening right now. So we did kind of bounce off the last high right here. And now I want to see a bounce and reclaim of this high right here, which will make me put my stop loss up at this red line right here. So I'm gonna put an alert right here. And an alert right down here. And you know, if we get a nice little bounce off the 50 EMA right here again, with stochastics going from below oversold to above oversold, I might fill up on what I've taken as profit already. All right, let's go back to DOT. I feel like this is taking forever. I need to find decent levels above for this to like I don't know. I don't know. Somebody in the Nest Club chat shared this. This is the DXY. We're gonna take a look at that one. Well, well, well. Let's just post a quick. So the trade setup will look like this on .btc. Yeah, so this I'm not gonna post this as a call. I'm gonna be looking at this and I'm gonna be observing here. I'm gonna put an alert down here and an alert up here. And I would like to see something like this, right? Bullish market structure confirmed inside RLC for a long and would enter right here with a stop loss below the wherever the low of the bullish market structure is. I kind of like that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. All right, so I know that it's been very slow today, but it's so many markets to. What do you use to trade? I'm not sure what you mean. If you're asking about exchanges, I'm trading the legacy markets on Oanda and Prime XBT, and I'm trading Bitcoin on Binance and altcoins on Binance. The DXY right here is I'm gonna make a quick Twitter thread on quick Twitter post on this. Let's see, I think I posted about the DXY yesterday. Let's see. I'm just gonna post a quick update on this DXY shot, the DXY shot when on Twitter. So I'm gonna explain what I'm watching here, right? So if you go to Twitter, you can see the post from yesterday. I showed you a daily shot and a 4-hour shot, and I'm now posting an update on this. Australian dollar long is looking fantastic. I mean the euro long. EA. Yeah, I'm just gonna call them EA and EU like I see a lot of people do, because it just takes way too long to say euro dollar versus the Australian dollar. red box resistance above where we previously got reacted. There we go. There's the update. All right, the dot. We got XTC. So yeah, this is the setup I'm looking at for dot. All right, we're getting some alerts here. Alerts on Australian dollar, EA. Looking fine. Yeah, I think, I mean, what we're looking at right here, so if we can manage to get above here and bounce of that area above right there, I'm going to be moving my stop loss to red line. I think I actually, yes, we're gonna observe price action right here. We're gonna put a right there and right here. And we're gonna remove this one. Right, I'm actually watching the screen that's not on the stream. So what I'm talking about is I put an alert right here and one alert up here. So if this alert gets taken out, I'm gonna, you know, probably move the stop up. Now let's take a look at XTC BTC. All right, so first thing I'm noticing here is we had a beautiful shorting opportunity last night on the test of the 200 EMA. All right, so we're getting some alert. Yes, beautiful. All right, so we're going to move our stop up on the Australian dollar. So the new stop loss is at 165.314. Perfect. So this trade is now locked in as a 2-hour trade. So we're looking at least a 2-hour profit on this one. Now with this very powerful move, I mean, god damn, look at that. That's crazy. Yeah, this is a very powerful move from Euro AUD, and we're obviously approaching. We're not approaching. We're right at strong resistance, which makes me feel like I probably. Like I would probably want to sell. And this could actually turn into a beautiful swing setup. So we're gonna be switching over to the swing setup here. Yeah, let's just remove everything here. Yeah, I mean, it should be quite obvious what's going on here. We are approaching very strong high time frame resistance. And we're going to make a zone right here. I really want to take profits here. But we're going to add a level right here. So I'm going to go back to this shot right here. Now we're going back down into the 1 minute. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to look at that. It's at one like even number, 165 600. I think we're gonna get a quite heavy reaction up in this region right here. So I want to take some profits here, or not some profits. I'm probably actually going to be exiting fully here. Wow, I haven't even gotten any coffee today. I'm just so into this whole trading thing. I haven't even gotten the time to drink any coffee, which is not good. Not good. All right. So we're seeing a reaction here, but it's still still pushing to the upside. Now the important question right here is, should I take profits or should I let it run? Now everything, like every fiber in my body is telling me to take profits. But everything I've learned over the years of trading is telling me keep your winners, like let your winners run, right? So do I go against my intuition here with my gut feeling is telling me you should probably sell at high time frame, very strong resistance. You might even get a chance of getting back in lower, because we are most likely going to see a reaction. And is that going to take out my stop? I feel like it's very probable. So this level above that I got marked out is obviously very strong reaction, and I have a hard time thinking that it's going to not get rejected on the 1 minute. Usually when you have a high time frame resistance like this, it will most likely get rejected on the lower time frames. You might see a breakthrough on the bigger time frames like the 4 hour or the daily, but the lower time frames are almost 99% certain going to get rejected. So I'm going to take profits, and we're going to talk about this in whatever happens. We're going to talk about this in the Burbness later today, and kind of see like what if I did anything wrong, or if it was a bad decision to sell, or if it's a good decision to sell, or if the idea of selling here, maybe even buying down lower, is a good idea. So I'm going to put in my first take profit on this one. Usually I do not use take profits. I just exit part of the positions whenever I feel like price action is telling me to do so. So we got the 165,594, 165,594. That's where I will take profits. And if we get rejected right below, well, that's just how it is. All right. I gotta say, it feels very nice to have some, feels very nice having the S&P 5 being a locked-in winner, and this long being a lockdown winner, because yesterday we on the last scalping session we had way too many losers. But the nice gold long and the S&P short and everything is pretty much making up for that, which feels very good. XTC, BTC. We're gonna take a look at XTC versus BTC and Bitcoin. Alright, so the difference between the simple moving averages, the SMA and the EMA. So you got the SMA and the EMA. So the SMA is the simple moving average, which is just very simply taking... Right, so on the daily right here, we had the yellow 21 EMA and the white 200 simple. The 200 simple is taking the last 200 daily candles and calculating an average price for that. This is just the average price, the trend of price without the ups and downs. It's just the average price, right? The EMA, like here for example, the 21 EMA, you can see an example here. This is the purple is the 200 EMA and the white is the 200 simple. The 200 simple is smoother, right? It's smoother because it's just taking the average price, nothing more, nothing less. The 200 EMA, I'm not sure how they're calculating this, but it's based on taking the most recent price action into consideration. So it's going to be acting quicker, it's going to be reacting quicker to the changes in price. That's why you should be using the EMAs and scalping and not the SMAs, because the simple moving averages and scalping is going to be slower. It's going to be slower to react to price changes, but the EMA is going to be faster. Usually the EMA works better on the lower time frame, especially when scalping. On the bigger time frames, looking at daily, the weekly, you want to look at especially for me, I look at the 200 simple as a very good high time frame indicator of the average trend or whatever. So yeah, that's the difference really. This is looking very bad. Very bad. Oh man, the euro Australian dollar is so close to my take profit. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, should I remove the take profit order? Should I just let it run? Should I let it hit? GBP and SETI. Yeah, let's take a look at that one. So what are you looking for here? Are you looking for like a long-term trade or just a short-term trade, or like what exactly are you looking for? So I know if you are like for short-term trade, right? Right, so the euro Australian dollar take profit just got hit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's just quickly take a look at that one. So the trade that we took today looked like this. And I'm definitely happy with that. All right, so let's take a look at short-term trade. All right, daily. Get a weekly level right above here, so I'm looking for a move up to that level right here with the 21 EMA, 55 EMA. Honestly, like this is a very messy chart. I find it hard to All right. Yeah, we got the September monthly open right here. Kind of conflict with the weekly level like that. I'm actually going to be watching this level myself. So this is a trade that I would like to take, honestly. But you know what? This is a very nice short opportunity when we're adding that. Just look at this. Well, it's above the short LC, but still, I mean, it's the third retest of this trend line right here. Honestly, I think this kind of makes sense for a short. But breaking above makes sense for a long. It's kind of consolidating right below that trend line. But this is a nice level. I like this. This is a nice level. I'd like to see a look at the lower time frames here. But this is a very nice level here too. So yeah, I not looking great for a short. But for a long, however, I kind of like this idea. This I like. All right, so now the question becomes like, do you wait for the break of this trend line and then long the retest? I think that would make more sense, to be honest. Or do you wait for a confirmed bounce inside this green box right here? Yeah, I'm gonna put an alert right here. And an alert down here. Because this looks like a trade I could take today. Yeah, so that's my thought on GBP USD, GBP New Zealand dollar. Right. Right, so Nicola was actually asking about the possible reverse on Head and Shoulders on. You know what? I've already been streaming for an hour, and I only what? I've been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes. God damn! I was thinking I wanted to stream for 30 minutes. This was way longer than I expected. I got kids to pick up from daycare, so I need to end the stream because I'm all of a sudden in quite a lot of hurry. All right, guys. So thanks. Short more than long. Yeah. No, I think. I'm actually looking for a long here. I think this shot looks better from a long perspective. Just look at the also. I mean, prices above all major moving. No, well, not really, but I'm not sure honestly. But I think I would like to think that the long opportunity is looking quite good. Maybe not right now, but it's definitely interesting if we can break this trend line. I would definitely be interested in a long here. All right, guys. Thanks for joining today. And if you guys enjoy these types of like live trading, where I where I trade live and kind of look for setups, scalping setups and swing setups live for you guys on the stream, definitely consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, and I will the more likes I get, the more subscribers I get, the more the more confirmation I get that you guys are actually enjoying the content, and the more content I will begin to create. So I've been not that active last couple of weeks because of the 100k celebration in Bird Nest. So as you guys know, I do most of my content in there. So definitely check out the burbnest.com if you haven't already. And well, it's loading very slow. Definitely go to the burbnest.com if you haven't already. Check it out. You can sign up for a 7-day free trial where you get webinars like this one on a daily basis. We post trades on a daily basis in the legacy markets, the crypto market, and everything. So definitely check it out. And thanks for joining today, everyone. And see you guys next time. Take care.